Hello again, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. That's a 10 by 20 inch canvas. This is a pan I'm going to put some colors in. That's the balloon I'm going to make some trees with. These are a couple of the scrape cards, variations on the theme. I'll put those aside. Those are going to be swipe cards, not scrape cards. So, I want to do a sky first, so I have something basic. And I'm going to use some Artist Loft white paint that has Floetrol and GAC 800 in it to smooth across the top to make it wet, so I can then put some of my Quinacridone nickel azo gold in there and maybe some pink. Now, I had too much the other day, so I think I underwhelmed myself just now. Put a little bit more paint down. I'm not going to worry about going over the top or the edges, because I often say when I do landscapes, it's a very good chance that you'd be better off with using a frame. Okay, so I'm going to use up my Quinacridone nickel azo gold from Golden. I am, if I can get it to come out. I thought it was going to come out, but evidently I was wrong. And my tweezers are someplace close, but I can't see them, so I'm going to just keep on working rather than start over, unfortunately. That does not matter. There's going to be some of that going in the bottom half too. This is Rhapsody Rose. This is a primary element from Colourarte. Look for the Colourarte coupon code near Show More. I might take some of that and put it right over the edge right now. I don't know if I ever used the Rhapsody Rose in the sky before, but I think it's beautiful. Now, I do need a thin enough layer of paint so that if I want to put some trees in, however I put them in with a balloon roll or some variation on that, my paint is a little bit dry, so I'm trying to be quick. But unfortunately, I want some more, oh, not Big Crimson, some more Rhapsody Rose. Only this time I'm going to put it right on my spatula. After I take that thing out that does not belong. And smooth it in. Now I really need to find my tweezers, because I see, yes, there they are, that there's something in there that does not belong. And I want it to go away now. A couple things actually. Maybe one more swipe at the edges, one more swipe across the canvas, and get moving on the bottom right after I remove those other things that I am seeing. Now, if you like the idea of clouds, just put some white right on your spatula tip and bounce it like so. You know what? I'm just going to put some more Quinacridone nickel azo gold right down there at the horizon line. Sans that thing that I just invited to join us accidentally. I think that's a great sunset color. I really want to show you the white cloud thing, but I don't actually want any white clouds, so I'm going to save it for another time. Let's see what I can do. Alright, so you can see that. I'll be fixing up my top layer sometime other than now, right after I move everything down with my thumb and fix that place I just stuck my finger in. And I have marks. And anytime I have any paint on my blade at all, I can wipe it off on the edge of my canvas. Doesn't have to be a lot, it just has to be whatever I can utilize. Something. I'm going to throw that in the bucket and come back down. And I want to use some Mayan gold. Actually, I said I was going to do a shovel pour or some variation on that, so let's do that. That was really clever of me. That's the Mayan gold. This is some Chantilly lace. Here's some Aubergine primary element. Chantilly lace and Mayan gold are both Prizm pours. I'm going to use all the colors I got out if I can manage to. This is Wintergreen. And colors that get covered up will probably not show unless I use cell activator, so I'll probably use some cell. This is Fandango. Probably use some Aussie Floetrol. That was a Prizm pour. This is triple sec. This is a primary element. Probably giving myself too much paint, but I have a 10 by 20 inch canvas, so I feel like I should have more than less. This is Mystique. This is Sea Serpent, I believe. Oh no, it's Sea Monster. And I have Sea Glass, another primary element, just as Sea Monster was. I'll probably put some more purple in as I go along. I want something dark. The indigo, there's dark. I have Peacock, which is a Prizm pour. I haven't used for a while, but it's an absolutely fantastic color. Fabulous color. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm trying to do something different. This is GreenTea. This is a primary element. And I've got a little bit of fresh pine, if it will come out. Maybe not. Let's just dump some of that right out. Now, I'm not spinning, so I shouldn't have to worry about my bottles. I'm going to throw a little bit of primary elements Snapdragon. I love this color. I love this color. I'm going to have to get some more, or mix some more, or one of those two things. Now I have some Indigo Violet, which is a primary element. I hope this works. I really do. And last but not least, maybe not, we'll see, Wasabi, which I feel like I probably should have put underneath because it's not my favorite. But as I look at this, I want some more of the aubergine. And then I'm going to get really funky and put some of the Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold in there, as I may have mentioned. Now grab a shovel. Without any paint chips clinging on, please. Now I expected to swipe, but if I change my mind, you'll forgive me. I may still swipe. I might tip too. I think it would be a good idea to tip, but I need an edge catcher to do it. I gotta leave some paint in my container if I want to do balloons. Balloon trees, which I kind of forgot about as I was going along, getting busy. I'm going to grab a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. They're on my Amazon link along with my 2 books, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. The first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. There's a lot of paint on here. Good thing I use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures. I'm going to scrape out whatever I can. And fill in some of my gaps because I can. Now I'm going to leave my area alone for my trees. Grab my swipe card and do what I said I was going to do, even if I feel like maybe I'd be better off by not. I'm going to do black and white. I may do shorter cards in a minute. I'm thinking about adding some gold. Actually, I think I'm going to add some turquoise boom gel. I've been enjoying some boom gel recently a lot. In spite of that little tab there that I keep having today. Go right over the edge. I like that. It doesn't necessarily look like a landscape to me, but I like it. I'm going to throw my shovel in the bucket, grab a shorter card, and try a shorter swipe in a different direction and see how I feel about that. And because I use the Pearlescent, what is it, Pearlescent Teal, I'm going to use the Pearlescent Violet. Not sure how that worked, but at least I have paint on my card so I can touch up my edges. There, I don't mind that. I'm glad I went in a different direction. That added quite a bit of interest that I'm appreciating right about now. Just filling in my gaps. So I'm going to do that again. And I might go back to the teal. I'm going to use a little less cell activator so I can do shorter strokes. I always wanted to do this, and I'm so glad I'm finally doing it. I've always been kind of timid and found an excuse to stop short. I even like the little space I left up there between the colors. I'm going to have to wipe this off. I just put my knuckle in the painting. Of course I did. Alright, let's keep going. I'm going to use some gold this time and see how I feel about that. Actually, I'll use some gold and some of that teal again. I'm hoping that I have enough time to throw some trees in there. And I think it's just going to be the foliage part of the tree, and I'll worry about the trunk later. I do want to do something in here. I think for that it's just going to be white. I hope I didn't make a mistake. High contrast. If I need a color, I'll probably add one. Just sticking the edge of my card in and adjusting things a little bit. Sometimes the weirdest, most anomalous marks make a painting interesting. And I'm thinking that I really want to add some more Fandango, because I like the way that Fandango looks right there. So let's give it a shot. I'm going to get rid of my card. And grab some Fandango really quick. Hope I didn't drip. Yeah, I'm still dripping. Rotate the balloon. I kind of want some smaller trees in the distance, and I'm not figuring out. I guess a paintball would do that. And I'm going to have to turn this around really quickly so I can show you guys. Let's put some smaller trees in the distance. When that timer goes off, there won't be a lot of time left, but I should tell you that I have over 29 lists of 100 videos. And I'm going to put dark stems on these. I got 1 minute to shimmer this at you just the way it is. So you're going to have to imagine them with stems on them. Stems, I keep saying stems. I mean trunks. My light wasn't on. There we go. I got a swiped landscape and balloon trees, which may or may not look exactly like this when you see it again, but it'll be pretty close. I love you guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for the donations through PayPal. The icon's on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner. Thanks for becoming a member and enjoying 80 videos in the Library Plus. And know I love you guys. Questions are welcome. And I post at 10:15 a.m. most days. Thank you for your kind words and your comments to keep my morale boosted. My paint pouring recipe will be under the video. If I can help you with something, please don't hesitate to ask. Look for the Colourarte coupon code underneath Show More near the link tree, where you'll find everything else that you might want to find, including my websites and Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook group, Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Appreciation Group. Pardon my timer. I love you guys. I'll see you.